Hi everybody and welcome to Paper Wishes Vlog. I'm Lene Gehrig and today I'm excited to bring you from hot off the press Country Blooms paper pack. It's really gorgeous and fun to play with, and let me just show you what's in this. It's got these gorgeous papers, lots of wonderful barn wood, and if you can even see up here, it's got some script up there, these wonderful bird cages and hydrangeas and roses and burlap. Oops, I missed one. There we go. Beautiful. And I even love there's like this little hidden truck right here. Sepia tone papers. It's got like a ledger background. Beautiful green. And then it's got all these wonderful cutouts, which we've noticed they've started doing for hot off the press papers, which are great because then they're kind of all inclusive there. You've got your greeting and everything included in that. And then on the back, got this wonderful plaid, sort of a gingham color, like a watercolor gingham. So you get two, in this paper pack, you get two of what I just showed you here. So you get two sets of everything, two sets of these. So if there's some of these greetings that you find that you're not using, you can always use the plaid on the back. So let me show you. Here is a card that I used here. I used these two cutouts, the envelope cutout. I even took a little bit of that plaid paper from the back of this and I just put that right down the edge with a little bit of torn. Got the border on this side. I used some foam tape to just lift these two pieces up, and then I added a couple little, here we got pixie petals. These are twilight pixie petals, a nice lavender color. And then I also added some gingham. I just think gingham and country things just go together really well. So a little bit of green gingham there. And then this is the salmon pixie petal as well. And then I added a couple of these little adorable little rhinestones. There we go. Really, really cute. So here is a scrapbook page that I did as well. And here we go. Added a 4-inch paper doily, and this is another great cutting die from hot off the press, the bird cage. And then within that bird cage you could see the little bird on a branch. Added some more of those little pixie petals, some more gingham. This all just came together really, really quickly, and I love just layering all of those elements. Gorgeous border along the bottom of the page. And on this one you can see I just love this pickup truck. So for this card, I'll get back to my pickup truck page here. Here we go. For this card, I just took that and just laid that card right over there, featured that pickup truck, and it's got this great border, and so I just added a couple little more of those pixie petals. I even put some in the bed of the truck. And then for my greeting, it was a little bit too long and was going to cover up part of my pickup truck. So I just tore that bottom edge off and then just took my finger and just kind of rolled that up. This is a cutout border from the very back page here. So I utilized that border as well. And another little bit of gingham ribbon on there. And then we have this card here where I did a lot of, I used the white wood. Let me see here. Here's the white wood. And for this one, I just took this card and I wanted to get like a portion of that border right there. And then I had some scraps of this purple and a little bit more of that wood. And so I just started layering those. And then took my greeting there, layered that with some foam tape. And then I've got my chipboard. This is Lace and Doilies chipboard, also from hot off the press. I took this piece of chipboard and I just inked the edges, just the outer edges, using a purple ink pad. And I just used a little blender brush just to touch the edges of that. And I just glued that right over the surface. And then die cut from pastel cardstock, a pastel green, using this Bigger Leaves and Ferns die. And then I just sort of cut those and just cut that bottom of the stem off and then just tucked that right here and then added this is Tangerine, Country Blooms from 49 Market. and just glued that right there. Added a little purple and white baker's twine, and I always like to knot the ends of the baker's twine so they don't come all unravelly, and it just adds another little touch there. And then put another little pixie petal here and here. So once again, that came together really quickly as well. So I thought we would actually build a card together. Here we go. So for this card, I wanted to do a double flap card. So what this is I took a 5 by 6.5 inch card, and I cut just from the flap, just from the front flap, I cut 3/4 of an inch away. Okay, and then I took another card, or you could take a piece of cardstock, and I cut this one to 3.5 inches wide to 4 inches long. Okay, so the fold is on the side here, but I am going to actually turn it so the fold is on the right, and then the fold is on the left here, so that when you open the card, you go like this, and then you go like this. So I already started that portion of that. So here we go. I covered this card, took a portion of this beautiful paper here. I had some burlap paper left from another border, so I put that here. Here I just took this little guy here, and let me see if I can find these papers so we can give you some starting point here. So here's the burlap paper that I had used, that I had left over from this border. I'd used on another card, and I had all this wonderful burlap left. Go, here we are. So from this paper right here, I used this portion for the card front, and I used this portion for the flap. Okay, so that gives you a little clarification. What I'm going to do here, I'm going to use my Cosmic Shimmer Specialist Acrylic Glue, and I'm going to put some of that on the back of my small card. Okay, so the fold is on the right side, and I'm going to put that right there. All right, so the trick of this is that you want to have the same amount of space over here as you do over here visually, okay? So when I was initially cutting this, I was just sort of cutting it down, and then sometimes it was too far over. So 3/4 of an inch right here, and then cutting this to 3.5 inches wide. A little math there, it all seems to work out visually. All right. Then I've got all these little fun elements that I'm going to place on my card. Very cute. So I like to start, my card is going to open once again. It's going to open like this and like this. And then I have this sort of little spotlight feature right here. So I'm going to do this by building it from the inside out. That way when I open it at the end, all of my stuff won't fall off. So put a little bit of glue here and here. Okay, shut that like this. And then on the inside here, I want to overlap this envelope with this piece here. I want to glue them here so that when you open this up, you get a nice little surprise. So it's like a surprise each time you open a flap. But you want to make sure when you're gluing this down that it is not going to peek out from behind there. Okay, so you got to test that a little bit. Okay, so that's going to go right here. Making sure that fits, yes. It's going to go right there. And we're going to put a little pixie petal. This is one of the salmon pixie petals. We're going to put that right there. All right, so that's closed. And then here we've already got this little setting here. My glue tends to be a little cloggy today, so I'll use my paper clip trick on there. It's going to go right there. And then I've got this sweet little gingham bow. And that's just going to get stuck just to kind of extend, come out from underneath that. And I've got a couple more little of these little pixie petals, and twilight and salmon. We're going to put those right here. And one right here. I think we'll do another little pixie petal So I feel like I've got kind of a bare spot right there. There we go. All right, so when I'm opening now, that surprise, and I get that surprise as well. So it's a really simple double flap card. So let's bring all these cute little projects back in. So we've got a great money saver. There we go. I would really encourage you to check that out. If you're watching us on our vlog page, that you'll notice that on the right side, that's where we have the money saver photo, and you just click on that photo and it'll take you right to the money saver page. And down below this video on our vlog page, we've also got a gallery, so you can just click on that little sentence there about the gallery and it'll take you to full color pictures of all these projects, as well as supply lists when you click on the photos. And then we've also got below that all of the supplies that were used to create these cards you can buy individually if you don't want to buy the bundle. So thanks for joining. Oh, I should mention, on YouTube, if you're watching us on YouTube, just look below the video in the description box, and we have the links to the Money Saver and to paperwishes.com. So thank you for joining me today, and I'll see you next time.